hello there. Top of the middle of the day. It's noon o'clock. 12 evens. We are watching the NQ. Having quite a bouncy day after quite a gnarly sell. Kind of a story we've seen many times before. Open and dump, but then bought it up. After a night of dumping, we made a new low. Let's switch to the Daddy Mac chart. It's easier to see situation. Daddy Max, here we are. Rips levels in the green dots. We just supported off of one. So here's our day thus far on the 2-minute chart. Little pop out of the open. Pretty good sell. Bouncing on a new low. Not really sure what to make of that. We got equal lows plus extra to the overnight low. I reckon that's probably worthy of a chartreuse line. There it is. 168.25. Curious there, a little bit in between rips levels. Meanwhile, VIX has gotten schmammered today. VIX, after pumping a little bit overnight, we closed 29 even. Crushed after a little pump from this morning up to 30. So there's that. Bullish, obviously. VIX currently getting a little bit of a pop there. Last but not least, oil schmammeration all the way from the 95.50 where we were pivoting yesterday. It caught a bid there yesterday, failed it overnight. You know, we at some point will probably need to come and retest at least the prior day low. We haven't gotten there yet. So expect a little bit of a pop for oil, probably a pullback on the market. At the very least, a better test of like the 314 level, although we really just held it and popped. The SR flip perhaps on this 314 level, so maybe 376 is your entry. I don't know. Point being, so far oil was rejecting pretty good there. A few more longs there. Point being, on my TopStep XFA, which we saw history yesterday, full round trip, full balance round trip. You can see that today balance is 0. Well, not the balance is 3,200. So I wanted to take a moment, if you guys will go down memory lane with me from yesterday. Here is our account. Great climb so far. Here is yesterday's. Let's just check out the trend on this account so far. Get a couple $1,000 days in here, a couple like little green days as well. Wow, I'm surprised at how many green days I have. No trades on Mondays. That's weird. Yeah, actually that's a bunch of green days. Oh, I gotta be careful. They might bump me to live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11's not that many. Get into the 20s, then we'll start to talk. I've been live with TopStep before. Great experience. Would love to be live with them again. I consider it extremely flattering to my ego to move to live. I'm still new at this, but I feel like that's a big endorsement from a really cool company that I've had no negative experience with thus far. Anyway, 184 trades on day one. Definitely a very spicy day, but then 36 trades, 52 trades, 253. Oof. 75. 198. This is another clawback day, I feel like. Nonetheless, yesterday, the 205 trades, that's the one we really want to look at. I wanted to just show you the story of the day. Look at that graph. Up 300 at one point. 169. Skadoosh. Almost kissing that MLL line. Negative $2,942.82. clawed it back. Did have a loss here. This is the interesting one. 1135. I just had that's a $400, $300 loss. Took an L. Took my L. Waited for my entry. This was quite the move here at 1 p.m. Green the rest of the day. Did lose my profit for a second there. I was at 115. I thought I could quit. But I really was like, nah, I gotta get the 150. Boop. Finished out the day. What? 272. Not accurate. Hang on. 153. I don't know what it's saying there. That was a strange bit of data. Nonetheless, 153 in the day. It counted as a flip day. This is technically day 5. That was day 4 in the books. So let's just to review. Took a payout on Thursday night. This one, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So I've really only made about $1,000 back from the $2,000 that I took out. So another 800 or so, and I could take another payout. Oh, look at the market juicing here. Oil down, VIX down. Party time on the market. Noticing quite a gap here on the RIPS levels. Let me double check my sources. Be interesting if NQ went green on the day after. This is a brutal overnight multi-day sell-off. So if we're looking at this in more context, we've topped on Wednesday. Didn't even notice that. This little spike up here, all-time highs. That was yesterday. I wanted this short so bad before the open. All right, so we topped yesterday. Market topped. T-O-P-P-E-D, topped. Here's the 30-minute chart. Topped yesterday. I thought this was our high. Tuesday. No, we beat it very briefly in the morning yesterday. Sold overnight. Tested the same low. This was like sort of the AVGO earnings low. Tested it at 4 a.m. Sold. Found support down here at this chartreuse line, 168, 178 RIPS level. So far, so good there on the bounce. But we are still below the prior day low. Below prior day low. Oil is not giving it up. In fact, it gave me kind of like a very obvious double bottoming situation off 92s, which, as we recall, 92.10, 92.20. Yesterday's pivot? No, it was 94.20. So the 20s are now in play. 92.20. Really, it was this 92.50 pivot, but let's just do another one. Line here too. Chartreuse. Yeah, 92.20s. So, anywho, reason for all this is, that's what I was showing you guys. Hang on. Of all these trades yesterday, worst trade these $32, $39. There's a $95 loss there. I kept them small, but I also had too many contracts. Sized too big for what my stop tolerance was. Watching VIX take a pretty serious dive here. Very curious. I'm checking my RIPS levels. BRB. Anyways, just to clarify here, on this day here, that was a 205 trades, 184 of them green trades. That's an 88% win rate on 200 trades. Now, am I proud of making $3,000 in basically a straight line? Yes. Am I proud that it happened after I lost it? Also, yes. Psychologically, I think that was quite a good win. It was definitely overtrading. It's definitely a theme that I'm seeing here on the calendar, where I'll overtrade, chill, overtrade, chill, overtrade. So I'm going to take a little chill break is my plan here. I'm taking the day, not touching this account, giving it a rest day. Really want to try to get back up here above 4,000 so I can take another payout. That was fun. Oil's going on a diving mission. Let's see if that 92.60s holds. Then we could have a real visit to 92.50 town, which I think is the true pivot. So watching for the bounce of 92.50 back to test 93.50. A $1 bounce in oil could be a little bit of a pullback in the market. So in any event, not taking trades today. Look at that gravestone doji. Great short indicator right there off the 449. Sure what that line's for. Or the VWAP? 100. What are you? Daily open. Okay, cool. Checking. Just checking. Rejecting the open, being below the open in general, on a day where we lost the DD band and had a cat active. Now we've recovered all of that. All of those rocket scooter levels have been recovered. Watch this oil move. 50-cent pop. Well, 20-cent pop. Definitely does feel toppy here. This is where our true sell came in. I don't know what this was overnight at 3:30 in the morning. Somebody got mad. Somebody wanted to break something at 3:30 in the morning, and we lost 300 points in the NQ. There's a good push to the open. That yellow line is our daily open at 452. Good to know. I now understand how that indicator works. Oil popping 93. What the hell? This is our open on oil. I would be short the market from here. Not taking a trade. Let's see if 453 provides resistance on the NQ and we go back down to test some of those lower rips like the 376. Although we got a lovely EMA stack at 3. What's this little teal? A monthly, weekly, a Monday open. Currently between the Thursday open and the Monday open. Not traveled very far this week, I guess. And I came round, so round tripped it. AVGO just getting smoked last night. Let's throw up an AVGO chart. I feel like that might be a bad idea. Yeah, probably not. See how my computer enjoys this extra. We're going to get a little pop-out chart that shows us AVGO. There goes VIX to the downside. Look at that volume candle. What is that? If this candle turns green, watch out below on the market. Oil pop, VIX at support with volume. Watch out for the VIX to give us a poppity-pop. Let's just see what the status of AVGO is after losing 20% post-earnings. 405 hedge pressure, very key. Losing most of its daily gains. Market doesn't seem to care. Here's my theory on this. AVGO down 15% on the day. NVIDIA, on the other hand, bigger market cap, up 1.35% on the day. AVGO, Broadcom's loss is NVIDIA's gain. This is my theory. Therefore, the further down AVGO goes, the higher NVIDIA will go, the higher the market will go, because this is actually money rotating from Broadcom to NVIDIA and probably other chip stocks. Let's take a look at SMH. This is just your equal weighted microprocessor ETF, semiconductor ETF. But it's a bull flag. I mean, it's a little bit of in the middle of the range bull flag. I don't love that. Like, we definitely supported this level right here at 619.50, but the hesitation below prior day low after a little curl and dumper, I don't love it to the long. Don't love it. Now, am I gonna short it? Probably not. I'm really curious what that VIX chart's gonna do. So anyway, AVGO losing 405 where it bounced overnight and again today, this pre-market low, and it overshot all the way to 403.50. We lose 403.50 and at first 404.78, then 403.50. We start losing those levels on AVGO, the market's gonna have a conniption all over itself. So, watch that in the corner. Just me, my chart. It's just my little corner. Feel just a little corner. It's just a little guy in the corner. Just a little guy in the corner. Here it is. Here it is. Boop. The little guy in the corner. Whole move on there. There it is. There it is. Let's see if we can get it on the 5-minute. Be easier to see. We are pretty much middle of the move of yesteryear, yesternight. Check that push. EGO held pivot. The open? 4-hour open. I don't really chart the 4 hours. Patience. Definitely the bouncy though. Definitely a bouncer. Oil to the downside rejected the prior day open. It is prior day open. Interesting. Very interesting. Interesting. Well, so much for my short thesis. I still feel like this volume on the VIX is telling us something. What is it telling us? Maybe it's telling us stay short. Oil's about to pop to 93.45. Who knows? VIX speaks in mysterious ways. It is known. Well known. Okay, VIX more downside, still not at the low of the day. Let's just check out our rocket scooter levels on the old VIXy there. This is the hedge. This is the AVGO held support back to its open. We know that teal line is now. 29.21. We are below there. Are we? Oh, we're at this sort of like gray bottom. The bull zone bottom. Don't know if we catch a support here or we fall further down to 28 even. Who knows? Watching this UVXY real close. AVGO's juiced. Great pop there. Look at that. Prior day. 4 hour. Every time, I just realized that I got no squawk. And nobody's squawking in lunchtime. Thanks for joining me here on Trading for All Audiences here at a very, very quiet lunchtime. Watch that AVGO 410 rejection. Oil, big move here. VIX down, oil up. Oil's gapping. This would be a very juicy short opportunity up here off of this hanging man. There's oil breaking above 93. Let's see if it gets to that 93.50 where the true rejection can begin. The true death. So you wanted to get short from 463. Music's taking a little bit of a Japanese turn. I love it. Wow, oil, will you get your shit together? Will you get your act together, mister? You're sending all kinds of mixed signals. Are we confirming above yesterday's open or are we not? Seems like we're not. So much for the short idea. You would have gotten stopped out. Oh, interesting. A little bit of a stop run liquidity sweep above our entry. You probably would have gotten stopped. And now let's see if it gives it a further dump. Short thesis kind of alive. Depends on where you would have put your stop. That oil top wick really fucked it. Maybe it wants that 478 to the penny before it rejects the prior day low. I clearly don't have a good read on the day, so I'm not going to take it. But I would take, you know, the short from 478, 475, little stackaroo there. I wonder if we got any EMAs hiding for us up there from our prior visits levels. Yeah, look at this 10-minute 50, 10-minute 200. If you're a follower of such things, if you're a believer, the 10-minute 200 could provide resistance with the potential stop above 480. 15-point risk or a potential at least 40-point. Lose that open. I'm gonna go back to humble opinion, not financially. In the 70s, 71 now. Oil, crazy rejection. That should push us up to 75. Let's see what happens when we hit that 75. The real curiosity here. Resistance remains from last night. Oh, wow. Nope. So much for that short idea. That made no sense. We're already above the prior day low. You would have been stopped out. It was a bad short. That's without AVGO's participation. Weird. Big bumper there. Big bopper. There's the VIX bounce. Oil continuing the rejection. It's your short. The vexing VIX from yesterday's or Monday's. Oh. Rejection of this level would definitely send the market higher. This. Yeah, I don't have a good read on this, guys. It's clearly it's uppies, but what the fuck do I know? Nonetheless, we're playing it safe today here on Trading for All Audiences. You could have bought the dip. You could have been very successful buying the dip twice today. Here we are on our 2-minute, 10-minute chart. So, buying the dip once, buying the dip twice, buying the dip thrice would have paid you today. I would have probably taken those trades. However, I'm trading today. So, it's definitely a buy the dip regime. Did not confirm above that prior day low. That again, that's the resistance that I wanted to see play out on the short. Look at that. That AVGO is holding the 410 pivot. This volume, very interesting on the 2-minute chart. Let's go to the 5. 5 has great volume comparison. Oh, now we're confirming above. Oil to the downside again after the 93 rejection. They don't want to see this hanging man develop on the 5-minute. Want to see it really turn green and confirm above the 481. Then it would have just been a prior day low retest, real-time retest. Look great. Don't look great. There's AVGO through the 410. Gotta get above the 481-ish. People are probably piling into shorts right here, trying to short it back down to the low. Meanwhile, plenty of people are trying to long it from here, trying to long it back to the highs. Nature. Fight. Spot. Oh, big pop there. Definitely want to get above the 380, the 481. But turn the candle green and send us high. Will you take me higher? Trying. The fact that it's not making it makes it very suspicious. While the XY got a pop above a level. Oil still in the decline though. That might just be. There it is. Gotta close this 5-minute candle up there though, baby. Can't let it just sit there in the red. You gotta turn that green and then advance. Still battling here. Oil gave a dumperoo and then a bounceroo. XY relentless off the bottom. EVGO holding the 410 for dear life and starting to lose it. Oh boy, we're 90 seconds away from a real situation here on the NQ chart. That's a 5-minute hanging man. Let's see what color it ends up being. Okay, 1 minute to confirm on the 5-minute candle. Pretty solid so far. Of the 481 resistances, gotta get above it if we're gonna get our dividend. "30 seconds. Decision time." Buyers and sellers are duking it out over here at prior day low. Six seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Looks like we're not breaking over 81. Officially a hanging man, hanging Chad, slightly above the prior day low. Must hold this 75 level if you have any hope for uppies from here. This could be the high for right now. Local high, just put in on the prior day low. Test and fail. Now, Heading downside there, you would have gotten off a 481 entry. You would have gotten about 30 points so far, 21 points. Now, that candle formation, Evening Star Doji, Shooting Star, it's sometimes called as well. A safe short because you just put your stop up here at the top of these wicks. So you short from 81. Just put your stop at 86.50. You can risk 4 points for potentially, how much are we up now? We're up 30. There's 30 points right there. Good short. Good short. Hauled it out for you in real time. AVGO's following suit. 30 points short. You're welcome. Gotta adjust all my various other live streams. Okay. Very interesting look. Higher high to dump it. Higher high to dump it. Was this just a bull trap all along? I don't have my squawks, so I don't know if there's news. Oil's dumping. VIX is dumping. Market is dumping. What does that mean? It means I don't touch. That's for sure. I don't know what. That was a very weird little trap that they set for the bulls. Will the bulls be able to escape it and close us above the prior day low? A 5-minute close above is what it needs. Otherwise, the day's done, y'all. Look at that VIX diving now. Will that bounce us? Is that a fake news candle? Let's see. Remember, we got to get above this 481. 481's the number. Back to the 2-minute. 481. Where I called the short. Testing the open. Remember, below the open ain't bullish. We are testing the open after our double sell-off day, where we bounced, got the open, lost the open, bounced, got the open, lost the open. Now, is there going to be this bounce? Is this where we collected liquidity and just bounced it? A little bouncer. Let's see if we got anything on the 5. Ah, nothing there. Okay, could be the 10-minute 8 EMA. Is that the algo of the day? The 10-minute 8 EMA. Let's see how that holds. So here is your trade: 435.25 to the downside, 481 to the upside. That's a 40-point range. PGO, very good bounce here from its open. Really nice bounce from its support. Might be hope yet. Oil all the way down to 92.60s. Potential support here. 92.50 is really the test that I wanted to see. So that's oil down, VIX down, market down. This is very confusing. No trades for me, man. Higher high into a 30-point dump. Everybody's dumping now. Minute 8 EMA holds for now. Check out that 92 kitty bouncer. Got a huge wick all the way down to my other chartreuse line. That's big support for oil. This is your #1 short signal right here on the 2-minute chart. Huge volume, biggest volume of the day as we hit this lower support line that we drew in chartreuse. That was definitely the high of the day, the prior day low tap. Pretty good short. Didn't take it. Look at that oil bounce. Gross. If got anything else interesting over here. Definitely a bear flag on oil in general in the 15, but conspicuous bounce. You don't want to dilly dally with it. The UVXY bounce to go along with the oil bounce. Bottom wick is holding on that 10 minute. Well, let's see what the next 10 minutes. This is just a hanging man. Flat top at that. Flat tops are generally bullish. Sell pressure. Oh, there's our push. Oil rejecting, VIX rejecting. Prime, new low of day. 15 time. Surprise. Must be some peace deal situations unfolding here. Still holding below the prior day low on this 10-minute candle. Got about 70 seconds to go. Trying to recover. Seconds. We're at 74 now. It pushed in the next 5 seconds. We're at 74, 75. Did not hold. New 10-minute candle already heading to the downside. Will it break above 475? Who knows? Not up to me. Pushing now, we're at 77.50. Remember, 81 is the ultimate level to beat. AVGO got a bid. Now it has a legitimate curl. Now the market can go up. We're just waiting for AVGO to get its shit together. Oil more downside. Again, strangeness. Strange newsiness. Okay. Couldn't get above 81. 81.50, the top of that wick. A big pump. Dollar push on AVGO. Seeing the market's not responding. I wonder if this is at the expense of Nvidia. Let's check it. No, Nvidia's still pressing. High. There's the pop. There's a little delay from the AVGO move now. Everyone else is going to follow along. Here's AVGO, big recovery, huge bump up, $3 jump on AVGO, SMH, definitely confirming above the prior day low. Oil getting poppy here. We were through the 81 level, so that was the end of that short idea. SMH is going for it. Well, I think that's going to do it for me today, guys. Again, no trade day for me. This is a rest day after yesterday's massive 205 trade, 88% win rate day. That was a big day of overtrading, and I'm going to try and just chill. 0 trades for me today. Hope you guys are green, or at least gray, white, not red. Hope you're not red. All right, everybody. I will see y'all tomorrow. I love you. Adios.